All right. So welcome once again to another session, awareness session, where we get to discuss on opportunities. Okay, we get to discuss on opportunities that are available where you can earn passively. Okay, so if you're here, you're a business owner or you work 9 to 5 and you're looking for how to earn money while you sleep, then this is the right call for you. Okay, this is the right call. So if you've not invited your friends, you want to take the next 2, 3 minutes, send out those messages to your friends so that they can be able to join this meeting. Okay. This meeting will be recorded, so at any point in time, you can always ask for the recording. And if you have questions as this presentation is ongoing, if you have questions, then you may need to jot them down or put them in the chat box. And then I will attend to those questions at the end of the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Itwen. Okay, I'm part of Mastermind and I'm hosting this meeting on behalf of FXC Hub, right? So, welcome once again. And for the next 30 minutes, I'll need your full concentration. Okay, please put your devices on silence and you don't want any form of discussion. I have a call coming in. I won't answer that because we are here to talk about money. So for the next 30 minutes, I need your concentration as we discuss legal and credible means in order for us to earn money. So your questions that will be shared, questions that may come up to you as we're having this presentation, you may want to jot down those questions on the chat box or keep them in your little jotter. I'll attend to them at the end of this presentation. So let's go there, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you an opportunity where you can earn passively. Okay, it's going to be an active income earning and also residual. So it's definitely about a company called AiTech that gives you an advantage to be participating in 3 companies at once. Okay, and one of such companies is TAG. Okay, which is trading. Is a trading opportunity that gives you up to 16.8% profit on any capital you put in the business. Okay. So details will be shown to you in further slides. The technology supporting that with TAG is the CopyX, which means copy the expert. And Sonic is one of the best traders in the world who will be giving us, who will be sharing their advantages and their experience with us. Okay. While we are having that conversation, we will speak to exchanges and opportunities where we can earn from being a partner with an exchange called Bit1. Also, we need to spend our money. So you want to be having cryptocurrencies or fiat, or you want to be having both, okay? And having this in a way that it will enable you spend money wherever it is you find yourself, okay? And that opportunity, again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, is given to us by Bit1, okay? So we have Bit1 and we have the BIX card. Let me just get back to my screen again. Yes. So BIX card, okay? And then for those that are here that are looking for passive income, you will come in here as an investor. But for those who want to make a career out of this, is an opportunity also. I will share that towards the end of my presentation. And just one thing you need to know again, this business opportunity is licensed and regulated by two separate entities, sovereign entities called Mauritius and South Africa. And then when you're getting into this opportunity, just know that your capital is insured by Lloyd's of London. If you don't know Lloyd's of London, you may want to take time out right now during the presentation to make a search of it, and you are covered up to $1 million worth of investments. Okay, so now I will make a disclaimer here. I'm going to be sharing with you some financial figures, right? So I'm not your financial advisor. It's expected when you want to take a decision regarding your finances, please consult your financial advisor. If you want to be discussing things regarding legal, please consult your legal advisor. But one thing I'm sure of, and I'm very confident, is that at any point in time during your research, while you're studying this opportunity, you need materials. Please reach out to the mastermind of genius investors who have taken their time out over 1 year of dedicated research to bring out this opportunity to share with you. Of course, you want to take advantage of whatever materials they might have come across with, because they've done the hard work for you. All you need to do here is just what? Plug in and then start to earn every single day. So going straight to what we have today. Remember I told you about AiTech ecosystem. Okay, so It's an ecosystem that manages the community. And once you take a decision that you want to be part of AiTech, that means you are involved in 3 businesses. The first business is TAG, which is a regulated broker and ensures that forex trading occurs in its ecosystem. The next one is Bit1, which is a crypto exchange. So most of us are aware of Binance, OKX, Coinbase, and the other crypto exchanges, but none of those crypto exchanges give us an opportunity where we can feel that we co-own those exchanges. We have one exchange right now that you can be a co-owner of that exchange, and that is Bit1, okay? And so, of course, we have a community that is growing, and then, of course, with this community, you can earn from inviting people. And of course, when you want to spend your profits from these businesses that are these 3 businesses in one, we have a card that gives you that chance to spend, whether it's in crypto or it's in fiat money. Fiat money means the paper money, the naira or the dollar, as the way that we know it. Okay, so let's go. Let's delve deep into tag. Basically, each and every one of us must have known about. Sorry, please confirm you can hear me. I keep receiving some notifications that I'm logged off. Is anyone that can hear me? Just drop me an emoji, just one. Just drop me one on the chat box and I can know if I'm being heard. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. And I'll just continue with that. All right. So let's get back here to my slide. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we are discussing tag. Okay, so tag basically is a broker. Okay, and the broker's business is just to do what? Ensure that there is always a seamless system where traders around the world can do what? Can trade and do whatever it is they need to do in the commodities market. Okay, so we're talking about currencies, we're talking about foreign exchanges, we're talking about derivatives and commodities, right? So the forex market is quite a huge market. And if you're a broker, it means that first of all, you must have to be licensed and registered to do that kind of a business. It's very, very difficult for you to see those kind of brokers right now in the world, okay? And TAG is giving you that opportunity where it says that, look, you can come into my system. I'm licensed, I'm registered. I have over 1 million active trading clients. We are talking about it's an ecosystem that had just 40,000 from 2024 up to 1 million. 40,000 to 1 million. You need to understand how staggering that figure is. And they are giving you an advantage to take an opportunity to take advantage of a technology called CopyX. CopyX is copy the expert. Okay, so you are copying the expert, and there's a particular expert that would give us an opportunity where we can earn 16.8% return on any capital we put in USD. I'll repeat again. We have a system right now that gives us a chance to earn 16.8% return on investment on any capital we put in USD. Okay. And of course, that is available by the fact that we can leverage on the liquidity provided by TAG. TAG, again, is registered by the financial services of 2 countries, Mauritius and South Africa, and their license detail is what you can see there on my screen there. Of course, with the license number GB2102647. Right? So if you're not aware of what the trading market does, if you're not aware of what Forex is all about, it is quite big. It's quite big, okay? So Forex is simple. I have a product, I'm in a different location. Somebody else has a product or has money in a different location. I like that person's product and the person likes my product. So how do we do an exchange? We exchange it in such a way that the value is always equalized. And once I and the person are able to strike a trade, okay, a deal has been done. Right? The differences in the prices of whatever items or whatever commodities or whatever currencies we are trying to exchange is what has generated the market called the Forex market, foreign exchange. Now, this market is open 247, right? No, not 247, 245, meaning that from Mondays to Fridays, everybody around the world in different locations are looking for something to buy or to sell. They don't necessarily need to be in the physical location. They're looking for something to buy and they're looking for something to sell. And once it is there, right, anybody can decide to do what they want to do in terms of buying and selling based on their choices, then an avenue for value creation has already been done where money can be made. And these monies I'm telling you about we are not talking about small money. We are talking about $7.5 trillion worth of volume of cash moving every single Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, if you were doing your activities that back, imagine 7.5 trillion dollars worth of value of goods, of commodities, of currencies are being traded every single day. So the question you want to ask yourself is that if you are able to tap, sorry, who is that? I'm a bit distracted now. Sorry, please let me just unmute everyone. Good. Thank you very much. So on this aspect, right, the question you want to ask yourself is that if you find a way to be able to tap, okay, 0.0001% of this 7.5 trillion, you would be rich forever. 0.0, listen to the zeros, 4 zeros, 0.0001% of 7.5 trillion. If you find a way to plug into that system and earn, then you would have solved most of your financial issues. Okay. So the question you want to ask yourself is that where are the available opportunities where you can key into 7.5 trillion or a certain percentage of 7.5 trillion? Do I have people still talking? Okay, good. Where you can key into 7.5 trillion. That opportunity has been presented to us by Tag and Sonic. Okay. So who is Sonic? Sonic is a trader who started sometime around 2011. But between 2011 and today, they have been consistent with their strategy. And their strategy is simple. Okay. The strategy is what? They trade only gold. They are low risk traders, therefore their reward is low. But one very essential part is what we call capital preservation. So they've been good at what they've been doing for over 15 years. Low risk, low rewards, your capital is preserved. And because of this strategy, they were attracted to what? People who have a lot of money but don't want to lose their capital. And those are billionaires and what? Owners of banks. And because of this strategy, they've made, and again, let me just remind you, we are talking about the best in the world regarding low risk, low reward, capital preservation for gold trading. I'll repeat it again. Gold trading. So they are not trading currencies, they are not trading derivatives, they are just trading only what? Not oil, not silver, they are trading only gold. Sonic has been the expert in his particular class for over the years, okay? And so Sonic has partnered with TAG in order for us to do what? Benefit from their expertise. Because you and I don't have the necessary billions for us to be clients of Sonic, who over the years have consistently delivered profits for their clients. Okay? So, what are the numbers that define why Sonic makes sense? Is that because Sonic has partnered with TAG, okay, for the past 19 months, we are talking about November 2024, for the past 19 months, they've had a win rate of 86.9%, which is really, really amazing. 86.9%. Ask any professional trader here on this call, what does it mean for the past 19 months to have an average of 86% with a maximum drawdown of 0.86? Now, the maximum drawdown means that if you decide to become a client to Sonic, right? It means that for every and any time, or for the 19 months they have been managing your portfolio, you have not lost more than 1% of your capital, but you've been making profits. So I want that to sink in very well, that if you have been partners or if you were client to Sonic, it means that for the past 19 months, you have not lost up to 1% of your capital. If you think about what that opportunity brings, then you know how lucky it is for you to be on this call. Okay. So how does it work? I'm going to explain it to you. It's a very, very simple process. How it works is that, first of all, okay, you have your capital, whatever capital it is you have, you can use your calculators to do this. But let's say you're starting with $500. So what it means is that, let me get my annotation tools so that you can see my screen. Sorry, annotation tools. All right. Sorry. Okay, so highlighter. Okay, right. So you can see my tools right here. Okay, so what it means is that let's go back here. Okay, right. So what it means is that if you have $500, okay, you bring in your $500 and you come and ask for, look, there's a leverage because every broker makes money off traders. So the question is that how will you get traders attracted to your brokerage firm? And that is by providing leverage. So leverages can be in different forms. In this particular case for Tag has said that, look, if you come into my ecosystem, I can give you 12 times the capital you bring in or 24 times the capital you bring in. You choose one. Okay, so you decide that okay, you want to choose 24 because 24 is bigger than 12, right? And so if you bring in your capital of $500, all right, they are able to multiply by 24, thereby giving you $12,000. So $12,000 is yours, okay, for trading, but you can't take it out of the ecosystem because it's not your money. It's your money plus what? Leveraged funds, okay? So looking at the history of Sonic has made roughly over 1.1, 1.2, 1.7. They've not gone beyond 1 and 2. So let's take an average return on investment of 1% on your capital. So your leverage capital is $12,000. And once you do a 1% on that, that means it's 120 gross per month on your 24X account. Okay. So remember, you're registering with Tag. It's free. No upfront charges. You are taking advantage of the experience of Sonic. No upfront charges, and then you give them your money to trade for you, and then they trade this money for you, and they make $120. Now $120 gross is made. It is now time to share the profits. And sharing the profit means that you get to keep 70% of the money and 30% goes back to the system. Okay, I'll explain what that means. So 70% of the money goes to you. So if you multiply 70% of your assumed profit, that is $84. Okay. Now, if you want to know the return on investment, the return on investment is simply the profit you got over the initial capital you brought multiplied by 100%. And that is 16.8% monthly. You can take your calculators and you can calculate this. You're definitely going to get 16.8%. What it means is that if you're in a country like I am, Nigeria, okay, it means that there is no business you are doing right now in Nigeria that pays you 16.8% averagely every month in dollars. I'll repeat it again. There is no business in Nigeria that pays you, okay? You may not be in Nigeria, you may be in another country in the world, okay? If that's fine, but look around your environment, your immediate surroundings. Ask yourself, is there any form of investment that I'm going to put my capital, hard-earned capital? Let's not forget about that. It's a hard-earned capital, and I will get 16.8% monthly. The answer is no. Is it fixed deposit? Is no. Is it treasury bills? Is no. Is it money market? It is no. Is it real estate? It is no. Your options are just what? No, 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 no. In USD. And that is why this deal makes a lot of sense. Okay. So if you take a look at my left, you see that this is your initial starting capital, and then you have $84 every month. If you divide it per week, it's roughly $21 a week. You may want to punch your calculators to check what $21 a week looks like. And then you can imagine how you are busy getting yourself gradually out of financial dependence. You're now becoming financial independent passively. So remember, all these things you are doing right here, you don't necessarily need to get to work to do it. All the work has been done for you. All you need to do is bring in your capital. And there's a reason why you're getting 70%, because the 70% means that your capital is at risk. And that's why you're getting higher the profits, okay? So let's look at another example. There are some people that have $1,000 sitting somewhere. I don't know wherever that $1,000 it is. It could be under their pillow. It could be in the bank. It could be in another form of investment opportunity. But if you bring that $1,000 into Tag can give you 24x on that $1,000, which gives you roughly $24,000. And then 1% of $24,000 is averaging 240 gross per month. And if you get 70% of that, that is $168. That's what you go home with, $168. And I'm telling you from experience, okay, I'm being in an investor for more than 8, 9 months, that this $168 you're getting on a $1,000 capital is what? The barest minimum. And if you look at your return on investment on your initial capital, it's always 16.8%. That means if you are bringing $1,000, you are earning $42 every single week. Please multiply $42 every single week and you can know how much it is in Naira. That's somebody's salary every month. In some cases, let's be fair about that, okay? So some of us right here have $5,000 sitting in the bank doing nothing. It could be in Naira, it could be in dollars. We are getting roughly 10% every year. If it's too fantastic, 15% every year. Is there any better place that money can be? Yes, the answer is in tag. And if you bring in your $5,000, you get a 24x on the account. The 24x again is not unlimited. You just have a short window. Okay, it was supposed to have been over with by June, ending of June, but it has been graciously open till the end of July. So if you're not taking advantage of it today after this call, what it means is that you're going to be getting 12x. And 12x just means half of each and every one of these profits you are getting. So if you're on the 24x account, it means that you're getting 120,000. If you do 1% of 120,000, that is $1,200 every month. If you take your 70%, which of course is the sharing formula, $840 is yours. And that $840 amounts to $210 every single week. You're earning $210. $210 times the current rate, Nigerian rate. If you're in Nigeria like me, or if you're in Ghana, if you're in West Africa, you know that the dollar, earning in dollars and spending in local currency is almost like bliss, because you can be solving any problem you have financially. And this is happening right now to a lot of people around the world. Over 700,000 people around the world. They are taking advantage of these systems. They are looking at where their money is sitting idle, and they're bringing it into this system where it works. And I'll tell you why it works towards the end of my slide. Okay. So you may want to take a snapshot of this. So I've just shown you a calculated amount if you are deciding to come into this business with a certain fixed deposit. So this is what you're definitely going to be expecting at a certain period in a month. So whether it's 500, 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, even if it's $100,000 you are having, if you would get 24 times on that capital. And with that 24 times, you have a monthly gross that you're earning. And then once you get to remove 70% that keep for yourself, you will get to see what it is you can earn every single month. Are people earning this money every single month? The answer is yes. Can you earn this money starting from Monday? The answer is what? Yes, if you take a decision after the end of this call. If you're a Nigerian like me, right, $4,200 every week is a lot of money. $2,100 every week is a lot of money. $420 every week is a lot of money. So the question you're asking yourself is that, do I have funds that are sitting idle somewhere giving me 10% every year when I can earn 16.8% every month? Legal and credible business opportunity. If you've had that question burning in your mind, then I think now is the right time for you to take a decision to come and join this business, especially where it is going to be passive. You don't necessarily need to do anything. You don't necessarily need to be an expert for you to earn. But as long as you have systems that are legal, credible, and also insured, and I'll show you why it is insured, then you know that you can definitely take yourself away from that rat race of what? A 9 to 5 job or any other job that you need to be there in order for you to earn money. So again, why does it make sense? It makes sense because every single time a profit on the trading account is made by Sonic, it is shared not equally anyway, it is shared by the three parties involved. You earn 70% because you're the one that brought in the capital. So the risk is on your capital. Remember, I told you the risk is just less than 1%. That is 0.84%. So the risk is on your capital. Okay. Now the 25% out of that 100% is shared to people that are building communities. okay, which is strictly optional. You may not be interested in building any form of community. That's fine. All right. But if you don't take it, this is money going to tag and shared with the liquidity providers. And then Sonic is also taking advantage by earning 5% on every single person's account they trade for. Remember, it's copy X, so they do their trade. Trading is what they do best. Let's not dispute that. But every single time you make a profit, they collect 5% out of that profit. That's money for everybody. Everybody smiles. Everybody is happy. Why did we use 1%? It's because consistently over the years, Tag, you can see their records. Tag have been doing 1.12, 1.17, 1.78. It's just been up and down. So we took an average, okay, of the total number of returns on investment they've done in a space of 19 months, okay, since November till 2026, and then we aggregated that to 1%. So if you take a 1% average, then you're definitely going to be doing 60%, 16.8% on your capital. What if you do 1.1? That means your 16.8% increases. If you do 1.2, your 16.8% increases. If you do 1.27, your 16.8% increases. But let us say we are looking at the current records right now, 0.61, 0.42, 0.80, 0.80, 0.42, right? Even if you do 0.42 on a 24x account, you are still making roughly about 13% every month. Which business gives you 30% every month in USD? If you have any better option, please put it on the chat box. But if you do not have, then I don't see why your phone should be sitting idle somewhere when you can earn in a currency that is stronger than your local currency. This is why we said that Sonic, with their relationship with Tag, makes a lot of sense for anybody that is looking for passive income without them having to be there. There are roughly 1% of people in the world who are able to understand this message that I've just shared with you. And those 1% are the richest people in the world who control 95% of the world's wealth. I'm telling you that today you can be one of them, right? So, if you have listened to me up to this point, it means that you have taken a decision to be an investor. You've understood the business, you know the relationship between Tag and Sonic, and you know where your funds plug in order for you to do what? Earn capital and profit Monday to Friday consistently every month to generate you an average of 16.8%. All right. But again, there are some people that come into this business, they are saying that, look, I have friends somewhere that are looking for something legal and credible. I have family friends that are depending on me for money. And I have people who like to expand businesses. And if you're one of such person, then this session is for you. And why do I say so? Is because you can only you can go beyond just earning as an investor to earning as somebody that is what expanding the business. And if you take a decision that you want to expand the business, you can earn 5 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways you can earn from expanding this business. And why is it possible for you to earn? It's because Tag is not doing any form of advert. They're not advertising. Go online, you will never see anything regarding to Tag. But Tag has a philosophy that if you use their product and it works, you are the best person to tell someone else how the product is. That's basically simple. And each and every one of us here on the call have had those kind of conversations before, but we may not know it. Do you like a food? And then you are recommending a restaurant to somebody. Somebody loves your hair and you're recommending where you had it done. You had a nice haircut and you're telling the person the closest place how or the directions how they can get there. Whatever it is, we've always been recommending something that we love to people. So if you've had an opportunity where you're earning passively every day, why can't you share that with friends? And that is where you can earn 5 ways. The first one is profit sharing. Okay. Second one is lot commissions. Third is leadership pool and CPA earnings and incentive. Let's delve deep into what these opportunities are. Okay. So if you look at my screen, the first part, which is profit sharing, okay, we've decided this, we've agreed on this. Anytime you earn a profit, 70% goes to you. 5% goes to Sonic, and 25% goes to Tag. If you're not building any team, Tag takes all that 25% back and shares it with the liquidity providers. After all, they gave you money, so they need to make money off that business venture. But if you decide that you want to build team, what it means is that 25%, they will share it according to 10 levels deep in your organization. Meaning that from every level in your organization, you'll be able to earn 2.5 deep. It doesn't matter whatever profits those guys have made. Anybody in your team members, your business associates, anyone who is making a profit, you can earn 2.5% out of the profit that has been deducted or profit deduction that has been made on that account. So you can see the profit sharing here, level 1, level 2, up to level 10. Now, lot commissions is very simple. Tag charges Sonic for every single time they make a trade, whether they lose or they win. It doesn't matter to Tag. Tag is in the business of making money by providing services to traders. So anytime a trader mates, Tag will take a lot commission. What Tag is saying is that for doing that business and joining that business with them, for every $14 they will make, they will share 60% of that with you. For every $14 made, they will share 60% with you. And they will share 10 levels deep. That is why you're seeing these lot commissions up to $8.5, they share it 10 levels deep. So there's another opportunity here for you to earn money. Okay. Leader pools are those who decide to go above and beyond, right? They're sharing these business opportunities, they're bringing in volume. And as they're bringing in volume for the lot commissions being traded on those accounts at a certain volume they've had, you can get 2%, $2 per those lots. So if you have 100, 200, 300 lots in your team size, if you have brought in a certain volume, all they need to do is calculate the total number of lots that have been generated, multiply by $2, and then you get to earn this money every week. Don't forget, the profit sharing and loss sharing is earned every single week. So if you are somebody that loves to earn weekly, this is an opportunity for you. If you love to share things with people, if you are a social influencer, if you've been doing a lot of things where people like your vibe and everything, this is a business for you where you can share this opportunity to them. While they are earning Monday to Friday, you are earning Monday, Friday to Saturday. Again, I will repeat, if you are the type that loves to hang around people, socialize, this is a business where you can share your profits, right? You can earn profits from what? Sharing this business opportunity with persons. And while they are earning their 70% Monday to Fridays, you are collecting 2.5% again on Saturday, which is what we have done today. Okay. So that is the profit sharing and lot commissions. The last but not the least is CPA earning. So remember, as you are sharing this business opportunity with people, people are bringing in money, right? So this money is calculated in terms of volume. And so for this volume, if you make a volume of over $10,000, you get to share 1% of that. If you make a volume of $50,000, you get to share 2%. If you make a profit of $1 million, you get 5%. This is given to you every month. No questions asked. That is because you have done the work. So you're not only earning profit sharing and lot commissions, which is weekly, you're earning CPA earnings, which is monthly. And add that to the fact that you're earning from your direct investment, which is what? Daily, 5 times a day. So this is a business opportunity where you can earn daily, weekly, monthly. All 9 to 5 earn monthly. For others that are self-owners of their businesses, they earn anytime there is a service to be provided. But for the trading market, which operates Monday to Friday, you have a chance to earn daily. And for a referral plan that makes a lot of sense, you can earn weekly and also monthly. Of course, I cannot exhaust the strategies in this. It's done in another session. You can ask your host to give you the link and we can explain this in detail. Why do I say this business makes a lot of sense? It is because for the first time in a business, you have your funds insured up to the tune of $1 million. Up to the tune. So Tag Markets has been provided insurance coverage up to 1 million, saying that at the point of insolvency, for any one client who can claim that they have not been paid by Tag, you are covered by Lloyd's of London. The certificate is available online. You can ask your host for the certificate. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself, do a deep reflection in any form of investment you've done before, whether they've been successful or not been successful. Ask yourself the question, have these investments been insured before? If your answer is no, For the first time, Lloyd's of London, you may want to Google who Lloyd's of London are. And you understand that for them to insure a business, that means they know a little bit more about risk and finance better than you and me do so. All right. So that's about tag. Let's take a look at other businesses. We had Bit1, which is a crypto exchange. Most of you know about Binance, OKX, and Coinbase, and all the other crypto exchanges. So you use these crypto exchanges to enhance your transactions, but you don't earn from them, right? But we are saying that right now, if you join the AiTech ecosystem, you can be a co-owner of Bit1 where you're earning for the exchange fees being done by your team in the exchange, right? So a simple calculation shows that if somebody decided to do a deposit of $10,000, a trader, for example, and is leveraging that for 3 days, it means that he has a daily volume of 450,000 and he's trading. He's doing his trading. Doesn't mind. He's making money. He's losing money. Whatever it is, you're not a trader. So he is using the system and is benefiting well from the system. What we are trying to say is that at the end of 30 days, he would have done a volume worth 13.5 million. And with a conversion factor of 0.09, you will get to roughly about $12,150 worth of trading fees that would have been generated. And Bit1 is saying, not Tag, this is a different business entirely. Bit1 is saying that 60% of that money they're going to share with you every single time they do a business. Does it make sense to you? It makes sense to me, right? But remember, anybody joining your business today is already joining the three businesses: Tag, Bit1, and the Bix debit card. So let's talk about you earning your commission. So remember, you'll be earning money. Once you have taken this business serious, you start earning money from Tag and also earning money from what? Bit1. How do you want to spend this money? Okay. So that Bix card gives us an opportunity where we can do what? Spend this endlessly. Okay, by having a simple card that can integrate crypto and fiat transactions. Crypto transactions are the digital transactions like USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and fiat transactions are the normal transactions like dollars, naira, British pounds, and euro. Okay, so what we are saying here right now is that you can be taking out your rewards, your profits into this card, and you can go anywhere you want to go to in this world, and you can use this card and spend it. Do you want to withdraw dollars physically from an ATM machine? This card can do it for you. Do you want to withdraw pounds physically from an ATM machine in the UK? This card can do it for you. Do you want to withdraw naira in Port Harcourt, for example? This card can also do it for me. To just do the deductions from the crypto and then credit you back. So it makes a lot of sense where you can travel with this card to anywhere in the world and you can make your spending effortlessly easy for you. You don't necessarily need to fill a form to go here or transfer money here. You don't necessarily need to do that. So you can be earning from your rewards and spending instantly. Okay. So again, if you are really interested in this opportunity, we have our Telegram channel, and you can go on your back end on AiTech, and you can see how to create all the how to videos. Creating an account, making a withdrawal, making a deposit, becoming an affiliate. You have all these videos. So if you're a member right now on this call and you have not taken a look at it, please go to your back end, look at this, because it reshaping again the idea of making this business beyond you just earning your profits. And if you love to travel just like me, we have an event happening in Thailand sometime in November, 28 to 29 November. You want to take advantage of it right now and book your tickets. If you've never been to a global event, please take my word for it. It's mind changing. You see the business from a totally different level entirely from whatever you and I are discussing right now on this call. This business, you get to meet people who are networkers, you get to meet the owners of the company, you get to meet people with different cultures, you get to understand why people are joining this business. And of course, it comes again with other small goodies that happen because you are in that location for the global event, right? So tickets are available right now. Okay, so you may want to meet with your leader to find out whether you can take advantage of the group tickets. Okay, so juniors investors with FXC Hub, we are focusing on getting VIP tickets because we want to be in front. You don't want to travel all the way to Thailand to go and sit 60 rows behind. No, 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 no. You want to go there and sit in the first 3, 4, 5 rows, get to meet with the people that take these decisions. You can ask a question and everything. So, right, getting these tickets at a discounted rate means that you may have met with your host and your host is getting a group of tickets, right? And then you are getting discounted prices for it. Okay, so for the VIP tickets is roughly about $399, but you can get to save 16% on those tickets by purchasing it at 334. Okay, so you may meet with your host to find out whether you have slots available for the batch ticket, because once those batch tickets is gone, right? Yeah, I think it's only on for July. Yes, it's available for July. Once July is gone, then you may not have those promos available. There are different tickets. There's a ticket for $99. There's another one for $199. Okay, you can decide whatever it is you want to you want to get, but getting on board means that you want to travel to Thailand and be in front. You don't want to be behind, right? If you ask me, the VIP ticket makes a lot of sense. So you may want to be interested in trying to learn more. I've not exhausted every single thing on this call, but you can take a screenshot of this section, okay, where you can join our meetings and get to know more. Whether it is team building, or it is a back-end demonstration, or it is sharing the business with somebody that is new, okay, who doesn't really know anything much about trading or anything. Because again, you don't necessarily need to be an expert to trade, but you have the best people in the world doing this business for you, all right? So just to summarize again to every single one, whether you are working 9 to 5 or you are doing your own business, there's a chance for you here to earn while you are sleeping. It's a very, very important fact, which is passive, active, and residual income. This is being powered by TAG, who gives us an opportunity for us to earn 16%, 16.8% profit on any capital it is we bring in. Think about any capital you want to start this business with today. Multiply it by 16.8%, and then you have an idea how you can make yourself financially wealthy. The strategy is using Copy X. Of course, Sonic is the best in its class in terms of low risk, low reward, capital preservation. Okay. We also have another business called the Bit1 Crypto Exchange for those people that do businesses on exchange, trading, buying of cryptocurrencies, and all that. You have one that pays you for doing so. Does Binance pay me? The answer is no. Do I use Binance? The answer is yes. So if I'm in an ecosystem that pays me, why would I want to use Binance? Okay. And again, I want to spend this money in a way that I am not hindered. Of course, it's legal and credible. I've earned it, but I do not want somebody dictating to me how I want to spend my dollars or not. And so Bix card gives us that flexibility. And of course, again, franchising and influencer model is optional. You don't need to join this business. You don't need to bring in someone to join this business. You can earn every single day as an investor. But what I'm saying is that there's 25% sitting on the table waiting for you that you will throw away if you decide not to share this business with friends. It's optional, but it pays a lot more. All right. The business it is that we are doing is being regulated by two sovereign countries, Mauritius and South Africa. And then, of course, any capital you're bringing into this business is insured up to a tune of $1 million. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have finished my presentation. I'll be available if you have any questions. I will check the chat box. If you have any questions for me, let me get to understand whatever it is you have concerns about this with whatever it is I've shared, and then we can get to converse about that. I will also at all. I will just give anyone the opportunity to unmute themselves and ask their questions. If you don't want to ask, you can take advantage of the chat box and ask your questions. So Jude, your hands are up. You can go ahead. Unmute and then you can ask
Okay,
your question.
thanks so much for that lovely presentation. My question is around the level. You made mention of level one, level two, level three. So, how many partners or clients do you need to bring in uh, before you can join those level one, level two? There, I want to get some bit of clarity on it.
All right. So I will stop this recording so that we can get